on completing the square. In our previous class, we've been able to deduce the general quadratic formula from our ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We asked to find x, or to make x the subject of the relation or formula using completing the square method, which we did in our previous class. Today, we're going to deal with real numbers. 2x squared minus 6x plus 4 is equal to 0. We asked to solve using completing the square method. There are a lot of wire equations that come in this form. Solve the following quadratic problem using completing the square method. The first thing to do, like I said in the previous class, is to divide everything by the coefficient of the first variable. So we'll be having 2x squared divided by 2 minus 6x divided by 2 plus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 0. If you do that, you'll be having 2 we cancel 2. 2 in 6 is 3. 2 in 4 is 2. So our answer will be x squared minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. The next step, I said you should find the half of the second variable. Find the half of the second variable. That will be x squared minus 3. That is x squared 1 over 2 times 3x over 1 plus 2 is equal to 0. Find the half of the second variable, not the third variable, but the second variable. That will lead us to x squared minus 3 over 2x plus 2 is equal to 0. The next step I said you should take is to find the difference of two squared brackets, this minus the other one squared, plus 2 is equal to 0. That is a constant. That is it. Now, in the first bracket, remember, we are only going to perfect these squares here, not the constant here. So that is why we have the 2 still written down here. Please don't get it confused. So in the first bracket, I'm going to write the independent variable, which is x, and the coefficient of the second variable, which is minus 3 over 2. And in the next bracket, I'll write the coefficient of the second variable alone, which is minus 3 over 2. Now we have this expression down. We need to extend the solving. That will take us to x minus 3 over 2 all squared minus 3 over 2 squared plus 2 is equal to 0. When you work on this, we're going to have x minus 3 over 2 all squared minus 3 over 2 times minus 3 over 2. That will give us 9 over 4. Minus 3 over 2 times minus 3 over 2. That will give us plus, let me put it in brackets so many people will not get confused, plus 9 over 4 plus 2 is equal to 0. Then this minus sign will affect the plus number in. We'll be having x minus 3 over 2 all squared minus 9 over 4 plus 2. Remember, we are still trying to make x the subject of the relation. We want to find the values of x. So these numbers will lift to the other side of the equation. We'll be having x minus 3 over 2 all squared is equal to, when minus 9 over 4 leaves, it becomes plus 9 over 4. And when plus 2 leaves, it becomes minus 2 over 1. Let me put over 1 in fractional form. The LCM of these two fractions is still 4. 4 in 4 is 1 times 9 is 9. Minus 1 in 4 is 4 times 2 is 8. So we have x minus 3 over 2 all squared is equal to 9 minus 8 is 1 over 4. So we're going to have this expression to mean x minus 3 over 2 all squared is equal to 1 over 4. So if we take the plus 2, the power integer 2, which is the power, to the other side, it becomes all square roots. So we'll be having x minus 3 over 2 is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 over 4. That is a solid number. So, but that will give us this. X minus 3 over 2 is equal to plus or minus square root of 1 is 1, and that of 4 is 2. So we have plus or minus 1 over 2. Now to make x to stand alone as our final result, we'll be having x is equal to, if minus 3 leads to the other side, it becomes plus 3 over 2 plus or minus 1 over 2. So in this case, we have to solve for x in two ways, in plus form and in minus form. This implies that x is equal to 3 over 2 plus 1 over 2, or 3 over 2 minus 1 over 2. This will be, they have the same denominators. Out of the index numbers alone, that will be x is equal to 4 over 2, or 3 minus 1 is 2 over 2. And our final result will be 2 in 4 is 2, or 1. So the final result for x is 2 or 1. If x is not 2, x is 1. So these are the two values of x after solving our problem. 2x squared minus 6x plus 4 is equal to 0, using the completing the square method. Remember, the first step is always divide through by the coefficient of the first variable. Second step, find the half of the second variable. Third step, find the difference of two squared brackets plus the constant, then extend your solving to get the final result. If you do that carefully, then of course you're going to get the answer right. That is completing the square method. See you in our next other class. We shall be dealing with the formula method which we deduced in the previous class, from as squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. We'll be using that formula to solve similar problem in our next other class. Thank you.